What if I told you that one of the biggest parenting mistakes isn't something harmful? It's something most loving parents do every single day. When children are upset, we buy them a toy. When they behave well, we reward them with gifts. On birthdays and holidays, we try to make them happier by giving them more. But here's the surprising truth. Years from now, your child probably won't remember most of those toys. They'll remember something else. Something that costs nothing but shapes their confidence, happiness, and even their future relationships. So if you've ever wondered what your child truly needs from you, stay with me, because the answer might completely change the way you parent. Let's be honest. Every parent wants to give their child a better life than they had. If we couldn't afford certain things growing up, we want our children to have them. If we worked hard, we want them to enjoy the rewards. That's love. But today's world constantly sends us another message. New toys, new gadgets, educational games, learning tablets, the latest trends. We're told that if we really love our kids, we should keep giving them more. And social media doesn't help. We see perfectly decorated playrooms overflowing with expensive toys. Parents start wondering, am I doing enough? But here's something many child psychologists have noticed. Children don't stop asking for more because they finally have enough. They simply get used to what they already have. A new toy feels exciting until it becomes normal. Then they want another. This cycle can continue forever, not because children are selfish, because that's how the human brain works. We're wired to adapt. Imagine this. A father comes home after a long day at work. He's exhausted. His daughter runs toward him, excited to show him a drawing she made. Without looking up from his phone, he says, "That's nice, sweetheart." A few minutes later, feeling guilty for being distracted, he hands her a brand new toy. Now, ask yourself, which moment do you think she remembers? The toy or the moment she felt unseen? Children don't just notice what we give them. They notice how we make them feel. A child who feels truly seen develops something priceless, the belief that I matter. And that belief becomes the foundation for confidence, emotional security, and healthy relationships later in life. If there's one thing every child needs more than another toy, it's genuine connection. Connection doesn't require expensive vacations. It doesn't require Pinterest-worthy activities. It doesn't require a perfect. Connection happens in ordinary moments. Looking into their eyes when they're talking, laughing together over something silly, reading one bedtime story without rushing, listening to their endless questions, even when you've heard them 100 times, giving a hug that lasts just a little longer. These moments may seem small to us, but to a child, everything. Because children spell love differently than adults. Adults often think love looks like providing. Children often experience love as presence. When they feel emotionally connected, they feel safe. And when children feel safe, they learn better, handle emotions better, take healthy risks, recover from failure more easily. Connection isn't just comforting. It's the foundation that helps children thrive. Here's something that surprises many parents. Having too many toys can actually make play less enjoyable. When children are surrounded by endless choices, they often jump from one toy to another without becoming deeply engaged. But when there are fewer toys, something amazing happens. Their imagination takes over. A cardboard box becomes a spaceship. A blanket becomes a castle. A stick becomes a magic wand. Creativity grows because imagination has room to work. The goal isn't to throw away every toy. Toys are wonderful. They teach skills, they encourage learning, they create fun memories. The key is remembering. Toys should support childhood. They should never replace connection. Here's the best part. Being a connected parent doesn't require endless free time. 5 minutes of completely focused attention can make a huge difference. No phone, no TV, no multitasking. Just 5 uninterrupted minutes where your child has your full attention. Let them choose the game. Ask questions, listen, laugh, follow their lead. To us, 5 minutes may not seem like much, To a child, it can feel like best part of their entire day. Because what children crave most isn't constant entertainment. It's feeling. Years from now, your child probably won't remember the toy you bought on a random Tuesday, but they'll remember the night you read, the hugs after a hard day, the silly jokes at the dinner table, the walks where you held their hand, the moments when they knew, without a doubt, I am loved. So the next time you're tempted to buy one more toy, pause for a second. Ask yourself this simple question. Does my child need another gift, or do they just need more of me? Because the greatest gift you'll ever give your child will never come wrapped in a box. It will be your time, your attention, your love. And those are the gifts that last a lifetime. If this message resonated with you, share it with another parent who needs to hear it. Sometimes the smallest reminder can make the biggest difference in a child's life.